Victor Oladipo. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Robinson in at the 2 guard. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. Now here's Schroeder, and a wide open look for James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
LeBron James can beat you from anywhere on the floor, inside mid-range or from deep.
Butler finds Adebayo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
First one falls for him. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's Schroeder. The pass to Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And both free throws good for Davis.
You know, I tell you what, you can make a case he's the best player in the league. Davis is really the total package, both ends of the floor, and he continues to get better.
Now, here is Robinson. Oladipo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Butler. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Schroeder looking around. James outside. That shot off. Some solid defense from Butler. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Loads it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
And Butler sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
On the wing, James, defended by Butler. 5 on the clock. Here's Davis.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Los Angeles with another miss. Robinson misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And I tell you what, AD he's able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Now, here's Oladipo. From the arc. LeBron grabs the miss. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
So that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Now, here's Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Robinson passes to Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And, you know, the timing Butler shows. Effective at going right up with his shot after the catch.
Davis against Ariza. Tips it, and Drummond is right there. Smooth.
Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group in for the Heat. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. Iguodala comes in for Trevor Ariza. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Oladipo. Here's Caruso. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll. Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Here's Hero. Trying to get open as Butler. Shot's good by Hero.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Harrell, the pass to Kuzma. 1:39 left in the first quarter. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Harrell with it. Dedmon's there. And the rejection by Iguodala. Passes it to Hero. Three-pointer. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Kuzma, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Andre Iguodala.
And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility early in his career. I think he's going to be fine in the long run.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Well, you look at Kuzma, the 27th overall pick in the NBA draft, guys, a multi-talented, confident forward with impressive skill and potential.
Here's Hero. Here's Dedmon. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Kuzma outside. And the rejection by Iguodala. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded closely. Dedmon kicks to Dragic. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Matthews, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers on top. They're up by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall philosophy, listen to this.
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness. No matter what's going on, no matter how hard you want to do well, or if you mess up, just keep going. Just keep playing hard, just give it your all. And, you can live with the results after that because you know you gave it 110%.
And you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Harrell. Then it's Matthews, and it's Caruso in at the point. First free throw is good. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. None against Matthews. Pass to Caruso. 4 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A different look for Miami. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Robinson is subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Ariza, right side. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Now here's James. He's got 5. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Free throw drops for James.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in Northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a...
Oh, that was terrific!
My good. Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Oladipo dishes to Ariza. Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing, so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot blocking machine.
Here's Adebayo. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. James, no good. Miami trailing. Now, here's Adebayo. He's got 6. Here's none. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Heat lead by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Count that bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
The Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Caldwell Pope against none. To the inside. Ariza trying to break loose. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 8.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Schroeder finds Drummond. LeBron with it. Back to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, with his ability to stretch the floor, Davis really adds another dimension to his team's offense.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. You he's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Butler, he's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Outside Butler. Pass to Robinson. Now Oladipo sinks the three-pointer. Oladipo's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
Seems to get better every year from outside. Oladipo feeling comfortable pulling the trigger.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. That's tipped, but they get it back. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot, and it's off from three-point range. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. Outside Butler. It's Oladipo on the wing. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Adebayo passes to Robinson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's James outside. Miami grabs the miss. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Here's Oladipo. 54 seconds left to play in the first half. And the pass to Adebayo. Wants to get it to Butler and does.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
The Heat have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Butler came into the NBA a tad under the radar. I mean, he was the last pick of the first round back in 2011. Didn't play much at first, but once he got his opportunity, his career took off and took off fast.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Matthews, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Here's Caruso. And Harrell slaps it in.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. free throw is good, now leading by 1. Heat have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Here's Caruso. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Over Butler. The Lakers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, and LeBron now late in his career, still playing at a very high level, obviously. Kenny, when's the last time you saw a star LeBron's age be this good?
Oof, man, I don't know. Dirk aged well, but he wasn't Jordan, obviously. He aged well, and he was actually dominant at times in Boston. Not like this. LeBron is different. He's a different animal.
I'm so jealous right now because usually physical beasts such as us, we slow down, but not the king, not LeBron. I think he needs to rest more often, but when he dials it up, I think he's 25 again.
Did you age well, Shaq?
No, not at all. Ernie, you look beautiful.
You're aging well, Ernie. Ernie, wow. Ernie, oh my God.
I think I had too much. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Miami trailing. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Robinson in at the shooting guard position.
Boy, the tenacity, the power, the speed, all on display. Butler, a tough guy to guard when he's driving with that kind of force.
Schroeder outside. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And the Lakers lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Oladipo outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Oladipo's got 6 points.
Well, you don't want to leave guys unattended, not around a guy like Butler, who's pretty good at finding the open guy.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Here's Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3. Heat shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Puts it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Davis. Drummond trying to get himself free. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Anthony Davis. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him, and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Outside Butler. Oladipo, the pass to Adebayo. Now Butler. James covering.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Caldwell Pope against Adebayo. Here's Davis. Ariza with the rebound. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Butler. That's short off the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Now a timeout called by Miami. You look at James, what a contribution.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside Dragic. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, that's just simply outstanding focus. Butler is used to getting hit on the way up, expects to be bumped and jostled around, and still muscles his shots in.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
A free throw drops for Butler. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Iguodala against Kuzma. The kick out to Matthews. And the three off target. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Butler. Gets the bucket and the foul. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Really hard to stay with Jimmy Butler because he's so good at getting shots up and in past the defense. Just has a real knack for scoring even when challenged.
Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Hero. Buries it down low.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The Heat with the lead. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. Dragic the pass to Hero. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Horton Tucker's shot is off. The Heat have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Kuzma outside. No good from outside. The Heat shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Pass to Hero. And it's good for two. Lakers trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nice display of speed by Matthews there. I mean, he loves knifing through the defense and getting to the rack.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Matthews. Kicks to Hero. Kuzma outside. 5 to shoot.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
Outside Dragic. Fires for 3. They get it back. Butler. Count it. Butler's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Utilizing that weight room muscle there. Butler, very difficult to box out.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Harold. And it's Caruso in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
They double him without a bio. And that one's good, Caruso.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
The pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. Down low. And stolen by Kuzma. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. No good on the 3. Miami leading by 4. Here's Butler. And too long on the shot.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Some changes for the Lakers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Anthony Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And James subbed in for Alex Caruso. Robinson's checked in for Miami. Victor Oladipo comes in for Goran Dragic. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Ever we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
And just an emotional return from injury for Oladipo last season. He missed over a year due to that knee, and just great to see the young man back on the floor.
Boy, it sure is, Greg. I mean, it didn't take long for Oladipo to show he's still an outstanding player. I mean, he means so much to this team when he's healthy. His energy is infectious, and he's a big-time playmaker and shot maker. It's really hard to miss a full year. But I tell you what, Oladipo did not look rusty for long.
And the first one drops.
Well, you know, from role player to star, Oladipo's transformation has been remarkable. I mean, he's a guy who is really hungry to be an all-time great.
Oladipo hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Loads it up for Davis. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Well, liking the shot selection by Davis there. I mean, just really smart basketball. Take what the defense gives you.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. The lead is 2. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game to tie it up. Good on the shot. And that'll tie this game up.
Not going to miss many chances from that range. That's LeBron's wheelhouse there.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Robinson against Caldwell Pope. Oladipo taking his time here. Passes to Ariza. Shot clock at 6. And Adebayo throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now, Oladipo. Schroeder with the ball. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
And and this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Oladipo, the pass to Butler. It's Robinson, top of the key. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And Butler relishes this. I mean, he feels really comfortable going right at the defense at crucial points in the game.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
He'd have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Schroeder against Oladipo.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Floats one up, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, with each season in the league, AD's become more of a facilitator. Actually, he's much more aware of how to make plays for his teammates.
Oladipo against Schroeder. Now, here's Oladipo. D right on him. Robinson for 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Adebayo. Second chance shot. And Davis sends it back. The 3 from LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists now in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Lakers?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Davis dishes to Caldwell Pope. To the middle, and Drummond kicks to LeBron. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza. And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Davis, the pass to James. 4 on the shot clock. Yes, that goes in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 8. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler looking to end the run. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the left wing. They double him with Butler. Schroeder finds James. Now here's Davis. And they double up Davis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So here is Miami. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Trailing here by 8. Miami no good on that time either. James looking it over. And so the Lakers take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, a challenge for you tonight with your matchup. How much motivation do you get in a game like this one?
My matchup is not an individual matchup. It's us as a team trying to get better, and we was able to hold court, so it was a good win for us.
Well, man, I appreciate the time. Thanks, man. Congrats. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.